Welcome back to another season of FNBO, Fridays in the Field. I'm Susan Littlefield, and this is being brought to you by FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank. We are out on location in Polk County, Nebraska, an opportunity to learn more this year about some unique farming practices with a three-generation farming operation who utilizes a lot of technology. And I'm excited to bring into the conversation Randy Smith. And Randy, first of all, let's talk a little bit about your farming operation.
Yes, I have a little bit of diversified. We have, of course, commercial corn. We got quite a bit of seed production, and then the soybeans anyway. So it keeps you pretty busy with the seed corn anyway, jumping back and forth.
Oh, very much so. Now we're coming off of a very dry fall that we saw, and in our neck of the woods, we had a very dry winter, not a lot of snow cover. But for you, as you've been out in the field, how are things looking right now as you put this crop in the ground?
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, we caught about 70, 80 hundredths, and then here, 2 days ago, we got close to 40, so that helped, but it didn't last very long. I mean, we got a little moisture at our planting depth, but it's nothing like it was last year, that's for sure. We've got a big difference there anyway.
Thank goodness you got that type of technology. And speaking of technology, you guys are embracing it here at your operation. Let's talk about what you're doing when it comes to precision agriculture and planting of these crops.
Yeah, I'm just kind of getting started in learning a little bit about the precision planting. Kind of converted my planter over. It's amazing all the mapping and everything it does, and how you can load a system and the different things it does is unbelievable. You can get into what do I want to say? Well, on the mapping part, your hybrids, your population, your applied downfords, your downfords, planting depth, your singulation or your spacing. You can get that all mapped. Then we also have what's called a smart firmer that runs right down in the furrow where the seed is. And it will show you your soil temp, your organic matter, your soil moisture, and it'll give you all them readouts and everything like that. So that's pretty amazing technology, it is.
So I'm interested, what's it like farming multi-generations like you do? Your dad on one side, your son Carter on the other?
Yeah, got a lot of people have seen, my dad's seen a lot of change, so have I, just, anyway, but it's good to have my son Carter come back and help on weekends and whenever he can anyway. Every little bit helps this time of the year, that's for sure anyway, so.
Well, we're anxious to follow along with you. We'll be back here in about 6 weeks or so. The crop will be out of the ground. We'll kind of get a great update. And now we're going to kind of bring your dad into the conversation. I'm excited to bring Ron into the conversation because you and I were chatting off camera, and I was talking about how, maybe it was a 4-row, and you corrected me immediately. You started planting corn with a 2-row planter.
730 John Deere 2-row, and then tied two of them together and thought we really had something then. Then eventually it worked up to international 6-row air planter, and from there to a 12-row air planter that weighed a ton and took a long time to move from field to field with it, but now we've got things that fold up and a lot different.
As you look at the technology or the lack of technology that you guys had, you had to use the noggin for a lot of this stuff when it came to planting corn, and what your son and grandson are using now.
It's a big difference, it is. I said, you'd look around the country in the little tiny grain bins, and at that time you wondered if you'd get them full, and now they fill them in an hour with a combine.
What do you like, Ron, about still being involved in agriculture?
Well, it keeps me out of the rocking chair. So keep busy, do something anyway. I'm a gopher. I go for this and that every once in a while.
Well, we're excited to get to talk to you over this whole summer and into the harvest to see how the crop is going. Any words of advice that you might have to producers out there?
Just keep getting all the new technology there is. It's just amazing how it's changed over the years, and especially in the last 10. We went from plate planters to what it is now. It's wonderful.
Well, we're going to continue to follow along with the Smiths this entire growing season. We'll be back in about another 6 weeks to find out how the crop is doing as we continue on the FNBO Fridays in the Field right here on the Rural Radio Network.